I told you this yesterday, one of the last times. There you go.
They're lying to me now. They've been lying to me my whole life.
And welcome to the show.
Welcome.
All right, it actually it's up and running and working the way it's supposed to again. Thank goodness.
I know we don't know what to do with all that.
Yeah.
What's up, Gil?
It's Thursday. It's 5:58 p.m. in Las Vegas.
My fault.
19th of December 2024. Things are happening. News is happening so fast. Oh
Stupid.
my gosh.
Just dumb. I guess they're getting ready to do another vote on this crazy CR bill, right?
Possibly. We were going to be talking about the 1,500 pages, and now it sounds like the Donald Trump
116 right now, bro.
Donald Trump,
Drop it
Elon
down.
Musk, and JD Vance have spoken, and Mike Johnson is feeling the heat.
Yeah. Mike, I just saw a post on X, man. They're saying somebody suggested Matt Gaetz for Speaker of the House because apparently you don't need to be a member of Congress to be the Speaker.
Yeah,
I
Rand
heard
Paul.
that,
Rand Paul was saying Elon Musk should be Speaker of the House.
That'd be funny, bro. Nothing would anything. I mean, I thought, weren't they screaming about single issue votes the last time around when they kicked when they turfed out what's his name, McCarthy? It's like we want single issue votes, single issue votes, single issue votes, single and then what, dude? I was watching, somebody was breaking down that crazy CR, man, and there was some crazy shit in there, man. The raise for the congressman, a $70,000 a year raise.
Yeah, just fold that in. Just fold that in. Easy money.
Out of control.
Yeah, there was Owen Schroyer did a breakdown this afternoon of a lot of the filth that was inside of that 1,500 page ridiculousness.
Oh, very nice. My staff just made some nice dishes. It looks great. Anyway, dude, I can't. I got to ignore the group chat when I'm on with you, my guy. Yeah. Sorry about that. I see a work text come up, and I'm like, uh-oh, what do I got? Anyway, yeah, man, dropping it down from 1,500 to 116 pages. I mean, I think that, you know what? Set the money aside for the 100 million, 100 billion, or whatever it is for the disaster people. Let's take care of the farmers. Sure. You fucking congressmen don't need a raise, not a $70,000 raise. That's insane, dude. That's a nice little bump. You know, that's like a 30% raise. They get like $174,000 a year up to $240,000 a year. I mean, come on, man.
Well, if they're going to be spending Christmas in Washington, D.C., they're going to need another, plane ticket to offer their family to fly back to see them for Christmas.
They're gonna kick a can down the road. They're gonna close it down, and then they're gonna blame the Republicans, and then nobody's gonna care. Dude, now you're hearing about, part of the stuff that was in that bill was the mask mandate stuff, the bio labs. They had some funding in there for that, for gain of function research. From what I understand, I would like to see a little bit more. I got to start figuring out how to peel these bills apart without having to read 1,500 pages, and you got 2 days to read it. I mean, come on. They got to stop this. Go shut it down.
Your audio just went kind of strange.
It's kind of weird feedback.
Yeah, your audio kind of fades out a little bit.
I don't know, man.
Now you're back. Now you're back. That sounds good.
All right.
I don't know what you didn't do.
I didn't do anything. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep the microphone close to my chin. You see,
Here,
right there by my chin.
Here's a let's see, who is this guy? Jesse, Mike Lee. Here, let's check this out. Let's see if this works.
I think Johnson likes you now. Next time you guys see each other walking through the halls of Congress, he's going to probably kick you in the leg.
He is a good man. He's a friend. He's been a long friend for a long time. Great person. He's lost control of this process.
Okay.
And I don't know how he can remain in power.
All right.
We need Elon or Vivek as speaker.
He's a friend, and you just threw him overboard. Man,
yes,
Elon or
tough,
Vivek.
Senator
well,
Lee.
it is, especially when you try to jam an entire country with the 1,500-page bill that nobody's read, and you try to trick them and bully them into doing it. Some of us take that personally, Jesse.
Yeah, no, I don't like it either. I think it's terrible, and we got to stop doing it, and it's got to stop now. All right. Well, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. That's odd. That only played in my left ear.
Oh, to jiggle your connection. I got it.
Okay.
You know, my headphones, sometimes it gets a little wonky. Those little 3/8 inch inputs, you know, they get a little wonky sometimes, you know. Anyway, yeah, Elon or Vivek as speaker.
Yeah,
they would be epic.
I mean, maybe Vivek, but Elon's too freaking busy being a billionaire. Like he's got and a genius. Like whatever, he doesn't have time to freaking.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, come on, we know that they're not going to do that. I think Matt Gaetz would be a better pick. He doesn't have any, you know, he's the speaker on the. Matt Gaetz.
What that would be what?
Yeah, I just saw that suggested that on X. Man, I was just like, Matt Gaetz would be perfect. He's not, you know, he's not in Congress anymore, and God, that would just fuck everybody up, wouldn't it? Maybe that was part of the big plan. He acquiesced on the AG gig, and then it's like, yeah, but we're gonna oust Mike Johnson, and you're gonna be the Speaker of the House. That would be insane. Matt Gaetz, can you believe that? Single issue bills, yes.
Yeah, we're gonna bring up an issue or a subject. We're gonna make a bill. It's gonna have one thing in it. We're gonna put it out on the floor. We're gonna talk.
And we're gonna vote on it.
And we're gonna make a vote.
We're gonna vote, and we're gonna debate it, and we're gonna vote it
in front of the American people, not behind closed doors. You know,
we're not gonna put the bills together behind closed doors because that's what they do that all day long.
Right.
Everything's behind, but it's maddening, bro.
Yeah, we need.
And this Mike Johnson, he's just like, I don't know. I saw a big to do with Hakeem Jeffries, and he's like, we had a bipartisan deal, and a deal is a deal, and now the Republicans wrecked it, and they're gonna own it when the government closes, and everybody goes, and we're not even gonna notice that they're closed, bro.
And what does that mean to you that the government closes? I mean, I heard it was only 17% of the government actually closes during the shutdown.
Right. I think the Medicare, Social Security stuff continues to go. I don't think anything is going to hold up a check. There might be some challenges with he was talking about it's going to be a challenge for people to travel without any governments, people running, air traffic control and stuff like that. Maybe that, but basically, I remember, dude, from what I can remember, and I used to do a lot of dope, man. So, I remember the government shut down one time, and basically the national parks closed down. That's basically it. That's basically it. I don't know. The entitlements, I don't think those are going to stop. My mom gets a check. I don't recall that stopping. I don't know, dude. What are they? What are they doing? Again, Elon and Vivek get in there and freaking, that'd be awesome. I'd love them to float Vivek. You know what I mean? He would not get one Democrat vote, not one. But it seems like, the Republicans, much to their chagrin, are rallying around MAGA, man, whether they like it or not. They know that they're on the chopping block if they don't. You know what I mean? And it seems like, you got all the War Room Posse guys and the Bongino Army guys and all the guys that are the Mug Club guys. They're all calling their senators, and I think it's freaking them out. They're not used to this much engagement from the people that they are supposed to represent, the people that they work for, bro. They work for us. And I think a lot of people are starting to awaken to the fact that these people that represent us are working for us, and we're tired of them not doing what they're supposed to be doing for us. So what are your thoughts on that, Big Gil? Yeah.
It's such a big, you would think that it's such a big machine.
It is a huge machine. It's a big club. And
it's
we ain't in it.
Yeah. And something's definitely got to change.
Oh, something's got to change, and something's got to change quick. And something's going to change quick, man. 30 days, man. If they're saying shut the government down until Donald gets in there, DJT starts, okay. That's like a month out, bro.
All right. Well, hey, I'm going to go down a conspiracy rabbit hole here. Let's see. Let's see if this pulls
me
up.
and my tinfoil hat.
I messed up this screen, so let's see if it works here.
What you got? Malay? Oh, dude, really? I don't know, man.
So this is supposed to be the Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. Somebody has this footage. And look at these weird objects that come and surround this plane and start flying around the plane.
Yeah, I saw this before. Oh, there they are.
They're like,
and then it vanishes, right?
Well, I don't know. I've barely been able to interpret what any of this means, and who shot this, and where did this come from?
And is it AI?
Well, there's been different people that have been disputed. Oh, and then all of a sudden it's gone. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
They never found that?
No, supposedly they found it's never been really answered. What happened to that plane? What happened to those people? That plane just vanished in that
Why aren't
video.
These people, so that's odd to me. Okay, so yeah, I remember that, and then again, like you said, the news cycle's just been accelerating. So I mean, that's what was that? That said 2014. That was like 10 years ago already. Holy shit. Okay, so if I'm a guy and I had a family member on that plane, I think I'd be pretty vocal about it. And what do you mean you can't find it? You guys need to come clean, tell us what's going on. Somebody knows. Somebody somewhere knows what went down there, bro. Thoughts on that? I think somebody somewhere knows, just like somebody somewhere knows what the frick's going on with all these drones and all this nonsense on the East Coast and all over the place. Are they foreign adversaries? Is it China? I'm hearing that. We heard Iran, which was just a ridiculous crock of shit. Was it not? You know what I mean?
When you ask the man on the street, I've heard, today I asked somebody and they said, it just all looks like some kind of distraction.
Well, that's what I've been saying from the get-go. It's like, yeah, what are they doing now? They got us all distracted. Yeah, they tried to jam another 1,500-page CR in. That might have been part of it. You know what I mean? What are they hiding? What's China up to right now that they're hiding? You know what I mean? What's going on? I don't know. And why is it that, everything's so hush-hush on these drones? It's just like, if one crashes or gets down somehow, don't touch it, walk away from it. It's kind of like Roswell again, 47. It's like, don't touch it, don't look at it. Nothing to see here. Call the federal authorities and we'll come and take care of it. What's going on, man? Somebody somewhere knows what's going on with all that shit. And they're, for some reason, keeping it a secret.
Well, I mean, it's just interesting that if you think about it, the lying fake news, mainstream media,
fake ass news, exactly.
We're getting their take on it, and then what we're seeing because of X, we're seeing a lot of people posting different things, and then everything that everybody posts, if you look at it, all you see somebody filming something in the sky, and we don't know what it is.
Well,
right. And then,
Somebody's got to know what that stuff is. And they're just not telling us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys speculating. Yeah, you're seeing a lot of dudes up on X and on TikTok going, hey, wait a minute, I'm a professional drone, blah, blah, blah. And I got contracts with the blah, 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 and the DDD and the do. But what's up? And you don't know. I mean, dude, it's just such a clusterfuck. Way too many secrets, bro. Way too many secrets.
So this is more of that Cullen stuff. This is John Cullen, and he's not giving up on this idea that COVID was a cover for a I guess back in let's see, April of 2020, there was multiple asteroids or comets or objects, whatever, that were all converging on Earth near the same time, and we never heard about this during the news. But John Cullen insists that at that time that all the field hospitals that were being set up that we thought were for COVID, remember, they would set up all these field hospitals around the country.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, a few weeks later, they were all disassembled, never used. And here's a video that he... Earth is the little blue dot. Yeah, John Cullen went through and like watched these over and over again of the sky back, or the universe, whatever, at that time. Evidently somebody tracked all this information.
Well, so those were all asteroids that were flying in formation, it looked like. I mean,
it was 40 to 50 asteroids that were all converging on Earth, April 27th, 2020. An extinction level event. And they all missed, but we didn't hear anything about it on the mainstream news or on any news.
Well, okay. Could you imagine if they were? Can you imagine the pandemonium if they did say something about all that? I would say probably the vast majority of people wouldn't believe it, for one thing. And then the ones that did would be, well, no, listen. Actually, I would say the vast majority, if the mainstream media, if it was on CNN and they were talking about that stuff, it would be crazy, dude. It would be crazy. So, but I mean, I'm not saying not to have disclosure, but
yeah, I guess that'd be
an asteroid hitting the Earth is, dude, it's the end of the world, bro. You know what I mean? It's done. We're done. Everything's done. Extinction event, yes. Yeah, mass.
You would think though
extinction.
you'd think we would hear like months before, hey, by the way, there's 40 to 50 objects that we're tracking that are all on a strange pathway, all coming
Strange
for us,
trajectory right towards Earth. Yeah.
all
Well,
near the
again,
same time.
dude, that would, man, all of the freaking, the religious zealots would go nuts. The freaking, the people that are, just kind of into the, like the mob smash and grabs, dude. I mean, that would be everywhere. People would be just grabbing stuff. I mean, there's no escaping it. You know what I mean? So anything would be going. And, you'd see all sorts of craziness going with that. So, I mean, to a certain degree, do I agree that I'm all about transparency, but that right there might not be something, and then we're just sitting ducks, and then when it hits, hey, and we got, the alarms go off. It's like, you guys, you better be right with your maker, man, because we're all going down.
I mean, imagine getting that notification today. Okay, sometime tomorrow, an asteroid will hit the Earth, and life as we know it will no longer be. So what do you do? I mean,
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm telling you.
Grab all your love, you call everyone you know that you love, and you say, I love you. And
it'd be nuts.
And go sit in your bed in the, in the natal position and just hold yourself.
Well, dude, remember Y2K back 25 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah, same thing. We all thought, what the fuck's gonna happen? And they hyped it up, and then it was a big nothing burger.
Yeah,
absolutely nothing happened. Nothing. So,
Well, just know this: that the next minute of your life is not even promised. So live full out now.
100%. Live in the right now, bro. But that's why they call it the present. Ooh, yeah. Anyway, dude, John Cullen is what are his credentials, bro?
Well, what's interesting about him is
he a former spook or something like that?
He was like a software programmer or engineer that helped put Oracle together, or used Oracle to put together some tracking software that just does heavy duty data analysis. So the guy's like he's like a big thinker.
Right.
And he just loves to look at stuff and analyze and look. And he's just got a brain for being able to see amidst a bunch of chaos. He can see something organized, and he's just onto this right now, and he's not going to let go. So, and I'm intrigued by it.
Well, right. No, absolutely. It's definitely a rabbit hole to go down. But he was also the one talking about how this new bird flu strain is going on. And now we've got California ordering a state of emergency because of what? Bird flu. Because
of one case.
Right. And I saw some knucklehead on X. I saw somebody, somebody posted, it's like Justine Bateman, she's posting some pretty spicy takes right now. So she's like, you know what? I don't care. If somebody tries to I'm not doing another lockdown. You can go fuck yourself is basically what she says. And people are like, it's got a 50 to 60% kill rate, with this thing. And so I'm like, okay, what are those numbers based on? How many people have gotten this bird flu?
Well,
2?
John Cullen,
one of them died. Okay,
yeah, John Cullen,
I suppose.
John Cullen talks about this in one of the videos in our previous transmissions. He says it's during the COVID period that the deaths were really the 1917 bird flu. That the 4,000 deaths a week was bird flu, and they were just covering it, saying it was COVID. And this 1917 bird flu is bad stuff. And I know, okay, so for me, it was December 2019. Is that when it all happened? 2020?
Yeah, 2020.
In January.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so for me,
it was hearing about it was in 19.
So for me, it was
about something in China.
For me, it was in December, and it was just before Christmas. Mm-hmm. Maybe about 10 days before Christmas. That particular day, I was down in Houston, Texas, and I was going to the lake to do one of my certifications for getting my diving certification. And I remember that day I had to dive and I had to flood my mask and clear my mask. And I basically went through this whole course and went through a boat, and I had a, dive master down there with me. And when I got up and I was all done, and we're talking like 20 feet, maybe 30 feet. I mean, I wasn't that deep at all.
No.
But when I got all done and I had to get changed, change out of all my gear and get dressed and then drive home. I only lived like 3 miles from there. All of a sudden it hit me. The sickness hit me. And it hit me so hard, it debilitated me. Like I couldn't move. I was aching everywhere in my body, and I was freaking out mentally because I started getting a real high temp. Like I started getting a high temp.
Right after the dive.
Right after the dive. So I didn't know what it was. I was like, something happened during, 30 feet down in the water. Something happened to me. But I literally laid on the ground next to my car for about a half an hour to an hour so that I could feel good enough to be able to try to figure out how to drive home. And then once I got home, I hit the bed, and I was between the bed and the bathroom for the next like 5 days. And it was like achy pain all throughout my body. It was horrible. It was like the sickest I've been in many, many years. And I had no idea what it was. I didn't go to the doctor. I just kept drinking liquids and having soup and between my bed and the bathroom for at least 5 or 6 days. It was probably 10 days till I recovered. And then it wasn't till like a month later that all of a sudden this COVID came out. And I'm like, what I had was an extreme flu, like the most intense flu I'd ever fought, in my opinion.
Bird flu, Gil?
Yeah,
bird flu?
and where and how did I get it? That's the thing I was trying to figure out. Like, where did it come from? I wasn't like, all I was doing is, going out every couple nights with my girl out to the bar and dancing, and I didn't have a big social circle, so I wasn't really out in a lot of places. I don't know how I got it. Was that maybe I was eating eggs? Maybe I was eating chicken? I don't know.
Maybe you had COVID.
No, I don't think COVID's a thing.
Early cases of COVID. It's a thing, dude.
I disagree. I think it's the flu.
Well,
I mean, they've never isolated it and been able to actually, the whole thing is just a cover for the flu, in my opinion.
Well.
Oh my gosh! Wait a second.
Can't argue with you.
Wait. Well, that's just my opinion.
Because I don't trust these. I don't trust them either.
Okay, we've been streaming on X and on YouTube, and now we're going to go Rumble exclusive.